rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll, please.
Campbell. Dempsey.
Here.
Fournier.
Here.
Hammond. Kropp.
Here.
Rick. Voorhees.
Here.
I will entertain a motion to excuse Commissioners Rick, Hammond, and Campbell.
I'll make a motion. Support.
Call the roll, please.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Kropp.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And we will move on to announcements, acknowledgements, communications, and reports. I know we have our state representative, Representative Menser, here to give us a little presentation, and I think some good news.
So I'm sure everybody saw the Macomb Daily article where Mitch Hotz talked about the $40 million that was appropriated for the jail mental health intake project. I was happy to play a part in that. There's also $13.2 million for Southbridge. I was really happy to make the $10 million budget adjustment on the state on the House floor. And when you think about Southbridge, although it's not in our community, that base brings $800 million of economic development to the Tri-County area. So it's really important that we get that money. The money is to extend the runway because right now it is too short to bring in some of the, the bigger jets. That's why we didn't get the F-35s. So it's going to extend the runway towards Hall Road. Hall Road will be moved a little bit, and then we're going to qualify for the bigger jets. So that was really important. But there's a couple things that the article missed, and one of them was the fact that we have put an enhancement grant together for the Victory Inn housing project that Jim George is working on. Right now it's $5 million, and then we're looking at 5.5 or 5.7 million in a forgivable loan. There's been some question about whether or not those are low-income housing, and they are not. There are 100 units there. It's a mix of studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms. 20% or 20 units will be at 80% of the adjusted median income. The rest of the units, the 80 units, will all be at full market price, all right? So I was also able to get $5 million for Lake St. Clair Metro Park for the redo of the North Marina. The marina's gonna have a new walkway. It's going to, the piers that are out there now are gonna be removed. There'll be floating docks, and it will be made ADA compliant. So that was pretty exciting news. But there was a 7% increase in revenue sharing, 5% ongoing, 2% to be used one time for public safety. And there's some road funding. We put $400 million in the budget for road funding, and it'll be distributed to communities on a formula based on the population of percentage of the community versus overall population in the state. And if my math wasn't faulty, the city of Mount Clemens stands to get somewhere near $600,000. So that's pretty exciting. But I have a prop here for the next one. This is my fire hat. I was able to appropriate $500,000, $500,000 for a new fire truck. That will be coming to the city of Mount Clemens in an enhancement grant. And I was thrilled to get that. I know Jeff Wood isn't here, but I did ask for $300,000 in dump trucks and $200,000 for a loader, and I did not get that. But we will try again. I've learned some things about the budget process this year, and I think next year I can be more of a pain to the appropriations chair. There's one other thing that I had to announce, and we are doing a cleanup of the Clinton River with the Clinton River watershed. We are cleaning Shady Side Park. We are cleaning Shady Side Park, from Shady Side Park to MacArthur Park on the water. We are doing this in partnership, of course, with Clinton River Watershed Council, but we also have the Sierra Club, the League of Conservation Voters, and believe it or not, Ducks Unlimited. This will be on Saturday, August 26th from 9 to noon. We're meeting at Bud Park because it's a bipartisan thing. We're cleaning up part of Clinton Township too. So I have some flyers for that. I'll just leave a few here, and I'll give the rest of the mayors, you can pass them out to everybody.
Thank you. Yes.
The sign up for the cleanup will actually start on the 10th. And you're going to sign up right with the Clinton River Watershed Council. They're going to have kayaks, so if you want to kayak the river, come on down. There'll be lunch afterwards, and it's a bipartisan event, so we've invited, of course, Mark Hackle, Bob Cannon, you guys, the Mayor Kropp, but we've also invited John James and all of the Clinton Township Board too. They'll get their announcement at their next board meeting. So we want this to be big. We have hopes. We are thinking positively. Garland Gilchrist said that he was interested in coming, so that would be huge for us. So, any questions I can answer for you?
Job well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah.
You're doing a great
Great
job.
work.
Bring more money to.
Yeah, thank you
Well,
so
like
much.
I said, I learned a couple things. It's tough being a freshman, and so I learned a couple things about budgets and appropriations, and how to be a pain in somebody's backside. That's how you get the money.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much.
Got it, I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
millions
yeah.
of dollars, nice.
Yes, thank you, Representative Menser. I mean, I don't think, I know in my time here on the commission, we've never had a representative that has brought home this to us, and we owe a lot to you already, and you've been in office, what, 6 months? So, way to go. Thank you so much. Honestly, we owe a lot to you. We're very appreciative.
you.
Is there anyone else with any announcements, acknowledgements, communications, and reports? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to adoption of the agenda.
Mayor Kropp, I would like to add, this would be 9F
Okay.
in the general business. That would be to confirm the appointment of the Human Resources Director.
Okay.
Support.
Is there
And
any-
before we move on, I would like to move consent agenda items D, approval of a special event for the Faith Christian Center Rock the Block, and consent item, agenda item E, approval of special event permit, a Bebo wedding reception to 9G and H in the general business section.
I promise to try to get that right.
And with that said, I will approve wish to make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Wow. You got to sign.
Support.
All right, and that's okay with your support?
Yeah,
Okay,
whatever,
very good. All
whatever.
right, any other questions or comments or movements?
Got to get it right so that he can keep track who's making these.
I know,
motions and support.
as long as we're good. And, all right, we'll call the roll, please.
Dempsey,
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Kropp,
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right, this still is the time that we invite the public to address the commission. All that we ask is that you give us your full name, your residential address, and you abide by our 3-minute rule. Those who have comments for the commission, please just approach the microphone. Okay, seeing none. We have, it sounds like we have, oh, go ahead, Nick, that's fine.
Miggy Weiss, 18200 Terra Drive, Clinton Township. I'm here in a little different capacity this evening, not for the DDA, but I wanted to inform the public that we're going to have Christmas in July. It's going to be a fundraiser, first time ever, for the Santa Parade with an elimination raffle. It'll be on Thursday, July 27th at the Rec Bowl. We are going to have an elimination raffle. We have only 200 tickets to sell, and they're $100 each, and the grand prize will be $10,000. The activities will start at 5 o'clock at the Rec Bowl. The raffle will begin at 6:30. We have tickets that'll be available from any parade committee member, which Eric is not here, so this is why I'm doing the announcing. And the Rec Bowl has them, as well as the Nest downtown, Deep Cuts Barber Shop, and the Mount Clemens Lions Club, and the Mount Clemens Goodfellows. We also will have 50-50 raffles going on, gift baskets, and more. We will have a band playing. Spooky Sterling will be the entertainment for the evening. And we are hopeful to raise some money through this event, as well as a pub crawl that will be in October to help support the Goodfellows and the Santa Parade, and also be a toy collection. So if anyone is interested in tickets, they can call me at 586-431-6788. Patrick is also part of the parade committee, so if you see any of us and you're interested, help us raise the money for the parade. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone else in person? All right, we'll go to Zoom.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, Eric Rick, 1689 Hampton, Mount Clemens, Michigan. First, I'd like to say thanks, Mickey, for the announcement. Mayor Kropp, I have your ticket waiting for you.
Great.
When I get back. And I would like to offer my heartfelt thanks to Representative Menser for all the work she's doing on behalf of us and the broader Michigan community. Thank you very much. And welcome aboard to our new firefighter and HR director. So that's good news. All right, thank you. That is all I have.
Thank you. Have fun in Japan.
Yeah. I missed you, Eric.
We're a lot of things now.
All right, do we have anyone else on Zoom? Okay, we'll move on then to administrative responses. It doesn't appear that we have any.
None.
All right, we'll move forward then to approval of the minutes.
Move to approve the meeting minutes for the July 19th regular city commission meeting and the June 26th special meeting.
Okay, do we have support?
Support.
Okay, and anybody have any questions or comments? Okay, call the roll, please.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Okay, general business 9A, request to adopt local governing body resolution for charitable gaming license for Green, Michigan. I'll entertain a motion.
Move to adopt
First
local, local governing body resolution for charitable gaming licenses for Green, Michigan.
Support.
Okay, Mr. Shipman?
Green Michigan is a 501c3 Mount Clemens-based organization that promotes awareness of environmental issues by planting trees and other indigenous species throughout Macomb County. To support this mission, Green Michigan is applying for a bingo license through the state of Michigan to secure funding for the purchase of small trees, spring bulbs, and summer flowers. To be granted a bingo charitable gaming license from the state, it is required that the local governing subdivision in which the organization is based recognize it by resolution as a nonprofit organization in the community. Green Michigan has been recognized by the Internal Revenue Service as a 501c3 organization since 2017.
All right, questions, comments?
I would just say that I'm very appreciative to the people at Green Michigan for all the work they've done in the city. They've really tried, they've planted a lot of flowers.
Yeah. They have. All right, anybody else? All right, call the roll, please.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Okay, we will move on to 9B, request to adopt local governing body resolution for charitable gaming license for Macomb County Sheriff Reserve Association.
Okay, I make a motion that we adopt the local governing body resolution for charitable gaming licenses for Macomb County Sheriff Reserve Officers Association.
Support.
Okay, Mr. Shipman?
The purpose of the Macomb County Sheriff Reserve Officer Association is to support the Macomb County Sheriff's Office during large events by providing additional police presence and traffic control. In order to raise money to purchase vital safety equipment, the Macomb County Sheriff Reserve Officers Association wishes to conduct a Millionaire Party fundraiser. To be granted a Millionaire Party charitable gaming license from the state, it is required that the local government subdivision in which the organization is based recognize it by resolution as a nonprofit organization in the community. The Macomb County Sheriff Reserve Officers Association has been recognized by the Internal Revenue Service as a 501c3 organization since 2005.
Questions, comments? Okay, call the roll, please.
Crop.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Okay, 9C, audit engagement.
I move the 2022-2023 engagement letter for Manor Costerizen to conduct the audit of the financial records of the city of Mount Clemens is approved, and the city manager is authorized to execute the same.
Do we have a support?
Go
Go ahead, fine.
ahead. Support.
Great. Mr. Shipman.
Attached is the engagement letter from Maynard Costerisan for the 2022-23 audit. Brian Kemmiller has worked with Maynard Costerisan for several years and has a good working relationship with the independent review principal. He feels that Maynard is a reputable firm that has offered a fair bid for their services and would recommend engaging them for the audit. The engagement letter has also been reviewed and approved by the city attorney.
Questions, comments?
I
Yes.
have a quick question.
Yep.
We're approving 22 and 23, correct?
Correct.
Then why in the distributions, we have 24 and 25 down?
It was bid that way, and you can use them
Oh,
under that.
But we're basically just going with the 22,
We're just
23
doing
right
that
now?
for now,
Okay.
but they are locked into that.
Okay. Thank you.
What is the increase over Whitmer and prior
It's
year?
$12,000 less.
Less? Okay.
It's never a bad thing.
No.
No? Why is it there?
All right. Anybody else? Questions? All right, call the roll, please.
Thank you.
Crop.
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
9E, purchases and payments.
Stickers.
Sticker parking, see, I'm just not even getting it right now.
Mayor Kopp, I move to approve the resolution as presented for sticker parking rates to be set at $100 for the red and blue lots and $75 for the green, yellow, and orange and purple lots, with the increase to become effective as of January 1st, 2024.
Okay, there was support?
Support.
All right, Mr. Shipman.
Parking sticker pricing records date back to 2005. Sticker parking prices have not changed since that year. Currently, the red and blue lots are $90 per quarter, and all the other lots are $65 per quarter. There is a waiting list for the blue lot at this time. The attached resolution would increase the red and blue lot pricing to $100 per quarter and green, yellow, orange, and purple lots to $75 per quarter. The price change would be effective January 1st, 2024, to give advance notice of the increase. Note that parking stickers are already being sold for July through September.
Okay, questions, comments?
Seems very fair considering.
I was
how
shocked to
long-
see that it hadn't been since, it hadn't been increased since 2005. I mean, I know our costs of our parking enforcement have gone up, and maintenance of the
Maintenance,
system,
yes.
of all the meters has gone up, so I think this is very fair.
Very fair.
Anybody else? All right, call the roll, please.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes. Okay, now purchases and payments of invoices.
There
Move to
are
approve.
none. I mean, it's just the
Yeah,
bids
right.
on there, but,
Yeah, is that
yeah.
one?
Banner, I mean, so we don't have to, even though it's listed?
No, because we approved the other one.
Approved,
Okay.
you approved, that's the only one is the
All right.
audit.
Well, we'll skip it then.
No problem.
We'll take it up.
Oh, Ron got off.
All right, we'll go to 9F. Confirm the appointment of the HR Human Resource Director.
Is that a motion?
Nope.
I move to confirm the city manager's appointment of Kevin Donaldson to the position of Mount Clemens Human Resources Director.
Support.
Okay, Mr. Shipman.
Human Resources Director Nicole Adams resigned from her position on May 25th, 2023. Pursuant to the Mount Clemens City Charter, the city manager's appointment of Kevin Donaldson to the position of Human Resources Director is being presented for City Commission confirmation. Mr. Donaldson has over 20 years of previous administrative human resources experience. He is proficient in reviewing and implementing quality, cost-effective benefit packages, administering payroll and retirement plans, developing and implementing policies and procedures, negotiating labor contracts, and facilitating employee training. Mr. Donaldson is administration's preferred candidate for this important role due to his background, knowledge, skills, and experience. Mr. Donaldson's annual salary will be $75,000. And I will note, I left off, he also has a master's degree in human resources.
All right, whose questions and comments?
I wish him the best. Hopefully this will be a good hire.
I'm looking forward to having another person in the office on the team. It'll be good. Anybody else? Okay, call the roll, please.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes?
Crap.
Yes. Okay, we'll move on to 9G, which would be approval of special permit Faith Christian Center Rock the Block.
Move to approve the use of Kirkham Memorial Park on Tuesday, October 31st, 2023, from 5 to 8:30 p.m. for a Faith Christian Center community outreach event.
Does anyone have a support? Do we have a support?
Oh, support.
Okay, thank
Sorry.
you. Like,
I was reading
anybody?
something.
Okay, well, go ahead, Mr. Shipman. We'll go ahead and let you do that first.
Faith Christian Center, located in Chesterfield Township, is seeking City Commission approval for the use of Kirkham Memorial Park for a Rock the Block event on Tuesday, October 31st, 2023, from 5 p.m. through 8:30 p.m. This event is a community outreach with raffles, food, and bounce houses. A certificate of liability insurance naming the city as an additional insured will be required. The event organizer will be responsible for all city costs related to the event.
I will just note that I wanted this event pulled from the consent agenda just so we could discuss it. Last year, there was quite a scuttle in the neighborhood about the event being at Kirkham Park where there's very little parking. And it caused, there's so much activity on Halloween night already in that neighborhood, with Maross being the epicenter of Halloween trick-or-treating. And, I mean, just, we get, how many do you get on Low Lake? Oh, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trick-or-treaters. So the parking in the neighborhood in general on that night is already awful. It caused a huge traffic jam. I mean, and there's so many kids crossing the street. It just was a big concern, I know, from the neighborhood, and it was not something that I would want to support again, because of that. So, that was something that I was really concerned with. We have a lot of other parks. It seems like there's parks that have better parking, that this event maybe could happen, somewhere else in the city. So, that's just that's my thoughts. Anybody
As a
else?
resident of that neighborhood, I can attest that the traffic there was, it's always bad on Halloween. We get so many kids. And I love it. It's one of the best nights of the city in our neighborhood. I enjoy it, rain or cold or whatever. We have a great time. But it did increase the amount of traffic. I don't care about the more kids, it was the traffic that really got
I'm worried for the kids
Right.
with the traffic.
You care about the small kids.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I want the kids there, yeah, they could
I
all
want the
come.
kids there, but, yeah.
Just want them to go home in one piece.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, it really was, and it gets dark earlier then, so, so it's really a conundrum, because I really appreciate what they're trying to do. They're trying to do a very good thing. Is there someplace else that they can hold it?
I mean, there's other parks with parking. I mean,
Like at Carnes or,
maybe the community center.
There's
Community center.
a Brandenburg Park in Chesterfield.
Yeah, this is the Chesterfield Township Church. Yeah, that's something else
True.
too. Yeah,
True.
very good point, Mr. Murray. Yeah, so, it's not that we don't appreciate the efforts, but I think, so, is there anybody else?
We are extending it to them on another month, so it's not as if we're totally eliminating. Isn't
Oh,
one
yeah, we
in
have
September
another
and one in
Yeah.
October? So, I mean,
Right.
it's not like we're turning the whole
Sure.
church or the Christian Rock Church away.
No.
It's just that we feel that the obstacles on Halloween are much more critical than they are in September. So I just,
Yeah, that's a very good point. Does anybody else have any questions or comments? All right, call the roll, please.
Dempsey,
no.
Fournier,
no,
Crop,
No.
Voorhees.
No.
All right, we'll move on to 9H, and that would be the approval of special event permit of Bebo wedding reception. And do we have a motion for that?
Yes, I find it. Move to approve the use of Macomb Place between Pine Street and North Walnut by Abibos for a wedding reception on Saturday, August 5th, 2023, from 12 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Do we have a support?
sport,
Okay, now, Mr. Shipman?
Abibo was seeking city commission approval to utilize Macomb Place for wedding reception on Saturday, August 5th, 2023. The portion of Macomb Place between Pine Street and North Walnut would be closed from 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. so that tents could be set up for overflow seating. Guests will be allowed to utilize the social district up to 11 p.m. A certificate of liability insurance naming the city as an additional insured will be required. The event organizer will be responsible for all city costs related to the event. A map of the tent setup will be required to ensure adequate emergency vehicle access.
I can go first. I just have numerous questions about this whole thing. And we're shutting down the street from noon to 1 a.m. on a Thursday evening. I don't know if the other businesses were consulted, because it certainly is going to affect them, and parking and everything related to that. Noon to 1 is a lot of time, a lot of drinking, and I don't know what security is provided, or if there is any security. I don't know if this is limited to just guests, or if, welcome the city. There's just so many issues that aren't really spelled out here that I had a hard time with it based on the knowledge that we have right here. I would need more information to agree to this.
I think Michelle Weiss from the DDA might be able to give us a little bit of information, it sounds like.
When they called me about the usage of the space, I was also concerned. They can't hold the wedding reception inside the restaurant. It's not big enough. Now, I did not know till 1 o'clock when they talked with me. It was basically to have the dining part of it outside under the tents. They asked me about the social district, which is operating, but we only operate till 10 o'clock. So I can't answer to security because I just got the map on Friday. And Brian being out of the office, I wasn't able to share that with him to the layout. I always tell everyone, they have to have a fire lane. They have to choose one side or the other. We have to be able to get a fire truck through. The wedding itself is at the gazebo here, and then they were gonna go downtown. Now, I don't know if they're following their hours of the bar itself, but that's a long wedding reception. Normally, a wedding reception is 5 hours, you know, maybe 6, but that part I can't tell you. But I do know that they're renting tables, chairs, you know, dancing would be inside. They talked about using the fountain stage, but I did tell them they had to have their own insurance. This would not be something that we could do a collaboration with.
Yeah, I'd like
If that helps or not.
Thank you.
I'm just not sure it's fair to the other businesses.
Yeah,
I think they should all have a say in whether or not they,
I guess if they were thinking that they need a large area for a sit-down dinner, and they said, could we close the street from noon to 2
right.
to have dinner? I would be a little, but noon to 1 a.m., and then this whole notion of utilizing the whole city in the social district concerns me.
There's a host of other problems as well. You're, number one, setting a precedent, so the next establishment says, we want to shut down the street in front of our place. Number two, you've got some liability concerns. It's a little different than the social district drinking. And the third problem I think there is the state constitution basically says you're not supposed to give away city assets or city in any manner. Now, when we normally allow street usage, it's 501c entities, that type of thing. This is a private organization that you are, in effect, giving a block to utilize for their business purposes. And I don't think you can do that unless they're gonna rent it.
So I think in this current form, I can't exactly support this, so that's just how I feel, but.
Is this person connected with the Bebos in any way? Like, does she work there? I mean, is there
They
a
haven't-
I
I don't know who
anybody-
Shooter or Nancy are.
just wondered.
And the guests are going to the lot too, on Clemens lot.
Oh, okay.
Who's that?
Yes, but who
Okay.
is Shooter or Nancy? That's whose wedding it is.
It's Shooter Nancy's wedding.
Okay, yeah, so I don't know.
I
So
just
that-
wondered, because
right,
it's
good
kind of a
question.
different setting
You're
to,
just,
Sure, sure.
my biggest, I think Mike kind of covered most of it, but I'm concerned more about from 12 to 1 a.m. and no security.
Right.
And it's on a nice, probably hot August night. I just don't feel comfortable with that type, and I don't know how many people, I was looking to see how many people they were, 165. That's a lot of people,
It is a lot of people.
you know, and I'm not comfortable with it at this point.
Okay. All right. We'll call the roll, please.
Fournier,
No.
Crap,
No.
Voorhees,
no.
Dempsey,
No,
All right, we
Let
will
him-
now.
Let him go to Tears and spend $40.
Yeah. We will move on to the consent agenda.
Move to approve the remainder of the consent agenda.
The very
As
little.
presented.
support,
Call the roll, please.
Dempsey,
yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crap,
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
All right, moving to the city manager's report. Mr. Shipman.
An administrative hearing was held on June 28, 2023. 8 cases were on the docket. The next hearing is scheduled for July 26, 2023, with 10 cases currently scheduled for that docket. There will be no refuse pickup on Tuesday, July 4th. Pickup will run 1 day behind schedule and resume Wednesday, July 5th. Refuse pickup on Monday, July 3rd will be picked up on schedule. All residents should have received their 2023 summer tax bill, which is due by September 15th. If you are age 62 or over, or are permanently disabled, and your income for the preceding calendar year did not exceed $40,000, you are eligible to apply for a deferment in the treasurer's office. This form must be completed and signed each year between July 1st through September 15th, and will defer any penalty on your summer tax until February 28th, 2024. Little piece of trivia on paying your taxes. There's somebody here tonight who for the past at least 20 to 25 years has been the first one to pay their summer and winter tax bill. Does anybody know who that might be?
There's the receipt.
I was going to give Barb credit for that.
Someone has money.
You have to budget for that.
So congratulations
Thank
to
you.
Commissioner Voorhees for being the first one. We know at least 20 or 25 years. we gave
At
it.
least.
So, good for you.
It's a little anal thing.
We've got
And I
to give you
will-
a ribbon.
I will tell you, when I pulled in this morning at about 22, he was already in the parking lot and came running out of his car with his umbrella in the pouring rain.
My
so-
little umbrella in the check, right?
Please welcome new firefighter Jacob Piper to the team. Jacob's first day will be July 10th. The deadline to submit election application materials for the offices of mayor and city commission in November 7, 2023 city election is Tuesday, July 25th at 4 p.m. in the city clerk's office. Candidate application packets are still available in the clerk's office and require a minimum of 40 valid signatures from Mount Clemens registered voters to get on the ballot. Please call the clerk's office at 586-469-6800, extension 309 for more information on running for these vital positions. Over in Parks and Recreation, check out our lineup of offerings this fall, including bingo, kids arts and crafts, intro to improv, TGA junior golf, the Beach Party Boys at Zender's bus trip, and pickleball. Visit us at mountclemensrecreation.org or on Facebook for the full lineup of classes. Upcoming events, we have the Uptown Friday Night Concert at the Fountain Stage on Macomb Place, July 7th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., featuring Spooky Sterling. And again, July 14th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., featuring Strictly Fine. Uptown Friday Night Social District Vendor Show on Macomb Place, July 14th, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Vendor information and link to registration forms on the Downtown Mount Clemens Facebook page, or you can contact the DDA office at 586-469-4168. Forms are also available at the Nest at 66 Macomb Place. And we have the River Sight and Sound Concert on the riverfront Saturday, July 22nd, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., featuring Air Margaritaville. Grab your lawn chairs, come down to the riverfront, and enjoy the music.
Okay. Anybody have any questions or comments for Mr. Shipman? Thank you for your report. We will move to public participation. This is the second opportunity at the meeting that we allow the public to address the commission. We ask again that you come to the microphone, give us your full name, your residential address, and you abide by our 2-minute rule. We'll first go in person and then to the Zoom call. Is there anyone who's in person who would like to address the commission at this time? All right, seeing none, we'll go to the Zoom call. Okay.
Hello, Eric Rick, 1689 Hampton, Mount Clemens, Michigan. I'd like to congratulate Roxanne on her reappointment to the Planning Commission and Deborah on her appointment to the Historical Commission, and remind Mount Clemens residents who are interested in our boards and committees, they are encouraged to check the city website for more information on that. I would also like to put a plug in for the 5th annual Sevens Committee basketball tournament scheduled for Saturday, 19 August at Shadyside Park, 3 to 6 p.m. That's going to be a basketball tournament where they'll also be giving out school supplies and backpacks for children in the area. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Rick. Now go to bed because it's like super late in Japan. All right. Is there anyone else on Zoom that we have? Okay. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to Commissioner comments. And we will we'll go ahead and start with Commissioner Voorhees.
Thank you very much for the comments, Greg. Your wife does a great job, and even in the rain this morning. I would just like to make a comment. This is my tax bill, and I paid $35.7909. Now, you need to examine, when you get your tax bill, take a look at all these items. The items that pertain to the city are the city operating tax, dial-a-ride, pension fund, and sanitation. On my tax bill, that totals $1,357.18, or 38% of my taxes goes to the city. 62% goes to the other operating units, being the library, operating in debt, Macomb ISD, Macomb Community College, State Education Fund, the Mount Clemens Community School Debt Fund, Macomb County, and the rubbish unit. I think I get, for my purposes, I believe that I get 24-hour police protection, 24-hour fire protection. The street sweeper comes down and gets the gutters clean, the snow removal in the wintertime. I occasionally have I live on North Esplanade. Some of the trees need to be trimmed. The city trimmed the tree, forestry department. Streets, water. I think for me, I get a great bang for my buck. So please take a look at that bill before you get on Facebook and, say that you're paying all kinds of city tax. Read where these items are, okay? And the rubbish unit is 181, but if you take that and divide by 52, that comes out to $3.48 a week, or 3 pickups, because we have garbage and the compost and recycling. That comes to $1.16 a pickup for those units. If they, I don't want to take my stinky grass clippings for $1.16. So with that said, once a Clemite, always a Clemite.
Thank you, Commissioner Voorhees. Commissioner Dempsey.
Very good job, Glenn.
That was a great breakdown.
I think it is. I think it's a great breakdown because that's, they just went out. I just received I'm sure some of them haven't received their tax bill yet, but I can guarantee next week there'll be a whole lot of people on Facebook. I can guarantee you that. So, very good job.
Thank you.
Denise, I just want to thank you very much for what you're doing up at the state. You actually have put Mount Clemens on the map. No other, as long as I have been here, and believe me, I've been here longer than most of them, most of the people up here. Well, maybe not. We have never had someone, first of all, appropriate as much money as you have for good causes and good reasons. We used to always have to fight for everything, and hardly ever did we win, and you know that. You sat here for 10 years. So I do appreciate what you're doing up there. Keep up the good work, and thank you so much. And everybody have a great 4th, and apparently there's a number of them that are already celebrating and gone. So I hope they're having a good time. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Fournier.
Without repeating everything, I want to thank you too, Denise. You've done an incredible job. It has to be overwhelming when you first get up there to face all of the politics, just the organization, the whole 9 yards, and to accomplish what you've done in such a short period is really pretty amazing, and very proud of you and for you, and you've done a great job. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
And
Learned a lot of new words.
Some old ones.
That Patrick would have to plead.
I also want to welcome Mr. Donaldson and look forward to meeting him, and to our new firefighter. I'm sorry, his name went right out of my head. But, and I also want to invite everyone to the concert on July 7th. I personally have never heard of Spooky Sterling, but it is one of my neighbors is part of the band, so when he told me, I looked at him, I said, "You're part of Spooky Sterling." And so I can't wait to see, to hear them on July 7th. So I want a big Mount Clemens turnout for this, for a local band. It's very cool. And, well, it's very quiet around the city this weekend. Yeah, I haven't even heard, I'm gonna jinx it.
Yeah, what are you doing?
But it is, I hope everyone has a safe 4th and remembers what it's all about, and flies our flag very proudly. Thank you.
Thank you. I will be having on July 11th at 9:30 a.m. A coffee talk at John's Family Grill, so come and join us for a cup of coffee and some conversation. I am really excited to hear the results of the AHB hearings that we've had now. We've had 2. I know at the last one, they were able to clean up a lot that has had many issues for quite a few years, and I know that the neighbors surrounding that property I'm sure were very pleased to see what was moved in a very short period of time, considering how long they've been dealing with the blight over there. So I'm very excited to see that it's moving some things along, and I'm hoping that we can expand AHB to some of the other areas, like maybe rentals in the near future. So I would be remiss, even though everyone else has said it. Denise, thank you so much. I mean, we are going to be able to move a piece of property in the right direction that has been a huge eyesore for our community for 20 years, I would say. And I know that you were on a very serious mission when you took the position, and you have held to that, and everyone who I come in contact with, I will be singing your praises, because we could not ask for a better representative. So thank you so much for everything that you're doing up there. And if there's anything we can do to help you in the next, you have a year and a half left, please don't hesitate to call on us. So thank you so much.
Can I say one more thing
Please,
before you
of
get
course.
off that topic?
Yeah.
I also want to thank Jim George. I mean, I think that we should recognize him for the investment he's making in the community. So I do appreciate that. And thank you to Mayor Kropp and to City Manager Shipman for the work and their involvement in this as well.
Thank you.
Very much. I am so thrilled that this thing is going to be gone.
Yeah, it's an exciting time in the city,
Yes.
that's for sure. And with that, I will entertain a motion to enter into closed session to discuss collective bargaining.
Move to go into closed session to discuss collective bargaining.
Very good.
Thank you.
Support.
Okay, any questions or comments about that? Call the roll, please.
Dempsey,
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crap,
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Okay, we'll take a short recess for 5 minutes, and then we will go ahead and go into closed session. All right, welcome back.
All right. I move to approve the Government Employee Labor Council union contract effective July 1, 2023 through June 30th, 2026.
Support.
Okay, anybody have any questions or comments? Call the roll, please.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crap,
Yes.
Voorhees,
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Okay,
Mayor Kropp, I move that we approve the Governmental Employee Labor Council Crew Leaders Contract, covering the term of July 1st, 2023 through June 30, 2026.
Support.
any questions or comments? Call the roll, please.
Crap,
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Dempsey,
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Okay,
Move to approve the Governmental Employees Labor Council, Macomb Municipal Employees Association union contract, i.e. DPW employees, for July 1st, 2023 through June 30th, 2026.
Support.
anybody have any questions or comments? Call the roll, please.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Fournier,
Yes.
Crap,
Yes.
Voorhees.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night and happy 4th of July.